morning. This is Jennifer from Paper This and That. This is Friday morning, March 11th. I don't have a lot of time here to play, but what I've done is I have found an interest in jelly printing, jelly plates for monoprinting. Essentially, monoprinting is one-time print that you could do without a printing press, and Gelli Arts has these pads, which I did not want to spend the money and splurge on one until I experimented. I found a recipe from the Frugal Crafter on making your own jelly plate. Well, I made a mistake and I stored it in a container that was too small, and the sides got all bent, and I see there's other creases in it, and even on both sides. What I have to do is I have to remelt it down, and along with the other pieces that are in a container, and re-pour it. But before I did that, I just wanted to play a little bit. I know I'm probably going to get some of this other texture in my prints, but you know what, I'm okay with that. So I just wanted to pull a couple prints and just play a little bit here this morning. This is my first time ever doing a monoprint, and you get to watch me experiment with my homemade jelly plate here. All that it is I got Knox gelatin and glycerin. The glycerin acts as a preservative that this plate is not going to mold. And if it gets messed up like it is here, there's a long line through here. That's going to show up on my prints. But it can be melted down over and over again and re-poured if it gets torn up or whatever. I'm going to try this. I have another thing I was going to try too. But before I did, I just want to try my jelly plate first. So, and I've got my computer paper and everything ready to go. I think I need to put a piece of scrap paper over here for rolling my brayer on. I don't have a lot of room on this desk. I may have to rethink my arrangements on my desk even, because I try to do stuff and I find out I run out of room. But some other little updates. Back at the beginning of February, I slipped on ice, tore my meniscus. Next Friday, the 18th, I will be having surgery. It's not big, it's outpatient, it's orthoscopic, but then I'll be off work for a week, which maybe it's going to depend on how I feel play and all. But that's I've never done this before, and in fact you guys get to see me do it first time on camera. This should be interesting. And then I'll clean up my plate, cut it up, melt it back down. I want a large plate, and I could probably get a decent sized plate out of this, out of all the jello. But sure beats paying $85 for an 8x10 plate. If I can make it for like 10, 12 bucks, you know? Whoa, that's a little bit much. So we're going to do some Easter colors here. Now, let's see how this works. They say just... I don't know if I have enough paint or not. This is totally experimental. And from what I read, the cheap craft paint works best because it has a high content of water and it's slower to dry. I think I need a little bit more. I actually think I need to, really do need to melt this down. See, this is totally experimental. I have no idea how much paint to use. Since I've never done this before. I know you want it to cover the plate very well. So we got a mixture here of some pink and what's this? This is actually jelly bean pink, and the green is called Key West. It's like a greenish blue. Okay, let's clean off my brayer here real quick, and then I want to do a little bit of experimenting here. Trying to figure out what kind of stencil do I want to do. These, I might have to cut these apart because it seems like they're a little bit small. But I'm going to put this down on the plate. And then I'm going to take a sheet of paper. See if I can do this right. And pull a print. I hope this works. I mean, I might have, like I said, I might have to remelt this down. I know I have to remelt it down for sure. Well, let's see if this, what I come up with. Didn't pull a lot. So, pull this off. And I saw this other trick too of doing a sandwich. And on a video. Because I could tell I'm not completely on my plate. That didn't work so well. I don't know if it's my plate. It more than likely is my plate. But let's try. I'm not gonna make this video too long. I don't want to go over 15 minutes, but I'm gonna leave that old paint on there. And kind of experiment with a couple other colors, and then try to re-pull a print. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, folks. I really don't. Has to be the plate. After I remelt it down, and if it still doesn't work, then I go to plan B. I have an acrylic mat. It's used for cutting, but one side is completely smooth, the other side has the ridges in it. I may try to see if that'll work. I thought about trying a silicone mat, but they say it doesn't take a lot of paint, but see, that has a little bit of color to it. Look at this. This could almost be used in a background. I'm getting paint on my hands, and Let's try a little bit of texture. And I'm going to try this print again. This page. I think I'm going to try this side. Try without a stencil this time. This should actually layer. That worked a lot better. I think it's just going to take some experimenting. So I got to put that to dry. And I'm going to try to pull a ghost print. Okay. See that page? It doesn't cover the whole page, but it can be cut down. That's the other thing. This plate is not very big. It'd be great to do big 12 by 12s for scrapbook pages, background pages, you know. And I'm not using cardstock. This is computer paper. There's my ghost print. That could be layered upon, added on. I've got my paper towel here. And let's try one more thing. See, I got some brand new paint bottles that's been in my stash that I haven't used. Never opened. This gives me a chance to use some of my stash. Okay, and I know I have a yellow in my stash somewhere. And yellow. I need a bigger box for my paint. Oh, this is a bottle. This is ancient. You can even see the yellowing of the label. Never opened. This green's a little bit more watery. But the whole purpose of this is to play, right, folks? Now, this might be a little bit too much paint. I'm going to try another technique. Get most of the orange off of this. And then get the yellow in there. And get the green. Wow. Even my runoff, my roll off to roll off my. Can you imagine I could layering something on that? They say store your thing upside down. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take one of my. That is a lot of paint on this. A lot of paint. I've got these polymer clay tools. And never used them. Oh, check out that texture. I didn't change the wheel on it. But This is a lot of paint on here. Okay, let's get another paper and pull another print. Again, I'm just playing. See, I'm at 15 minutes now. I don't want to go over 20. I really don't. I can't go over 20 because I got to get ready to go to the chiropractor. Oh, look at that. That'd be good for a journaling page, right? And then I'm going to pull the ghost print. And then clean off my plate to get it ready for another meltdown. This should be the same as that last one, but only lighter. So I really want to pick up as much of this paint as I can. Wow, I think I like this one better. The ghost print. Okay, so I've got some prints that are going to dry. And clean up on this is supposed to be a cinch. They say spray water. But you can see my little crack going down the center of my plate here. So I'm going to clean this up and get ready to melt this back down. And then I will see you later. I probably will get this uploaded tomorrow because I don't think I'm going to have time to do it today. But I thank you for watching me play and putting up with this. Yeah, that is a major crack. I definitely have to remelt this. See you guys, folks, later. Bye. Oh, one last thing. Before I end the video completely, I want to do one last test. And from what I did yesterday, and then today I'm going to try this. I heard that any smooth surface would work. Now this has ridges on this side, but it's completely smooth on this. I'm going to try this cutting plate. I got a couple pieces of fun foam under it. And I am actually going to get a piece of scratch paper to protect my fun foam. Okay, just like that. And real quick, I am going to try, I'm just going to use a couple colors I already have here. This is a small plate. I got a larger one also. I've got this big one. I have to watch because it does have holes up at the top, so I know I can't use that section for any kind of printing. Same up here, so I have to watch what size I use. But I am going to try to pull a quick print on the back side of one of my other prints, because these are all practice prints to me. Just going to throw some paint down. I want to see if this works. If this works, I am not going to worry about that jelly plate. I did remelt it. I'm not sure if I'm still happy with it yet. But again, that's still a matter of trying to figure out how much paint do I really need. Okay. And then I need to roll this off on something. I have my scratch paper here. Where is my scrap paper? Here it is. To roll my brayer off. To clean it. Trying to clean my brayer. Okay. And I'm going to take back of a paintbrush. I don't know if this is going to work too well. But we're going to try this. to see how this print comes out. I think I'm going to go with my finger. The back of that paintbrush I don't think was thick enough. Okay, we're going to test this. See what happens on the back of this print. See if this works. I'm going to pull it. Voila! That worked. That actually worked. I am impressed. And here's this old one. Try to clean off the plate on the back of this one. These are my experimental prints from yesterday. Lifted off some of it. But now this should be easy cleanup. Simply spray water on it and wipe. Easy peasy. That's easy cleanup right there. I got a package of fun foam. I'm going to cut up some handmade like texture tool things to use with this. But using this acrylic cutting mat thing, because it has a smooth surface, it worked. Now, that's all I could do for right now. I have to go for testing at the hospital before my surgery on Friday. See you later.